Memories with NHL legend Mark Recchi. To me, the first memory is always as a Pittsburgh Penguin because of the first Stanley Cup with Mario Lemieux, but when he was traded away to the Flyers in 1992, it was as if he was taken away from a potential dynasty. But he remained perseverant, resilient, and he finally managed to get those 2 Stanley Cups late in his career. Even though as Canadiens fans it was painful, because in both instances his team came back from an 0-2 series deficit to defeat the Canadiens. But then, Canadien de Montréal! There was a time he was a Montreal Canadien, which gave us renewed hope. He scored in the very last game at the historic Montreal Forum, right here to give the Canadiens a 2-0 lead over Dallas.
And I was there for that last game in the Forum.
And he scored in the very first game at the Molson Center in front of dignitaries and the biggest of Montreal Canadiens legends.
And I was there for that first game in the Molson Center as well.
Some incredible milestones: the 500-goal and 1,500-point mark, the oldest player to score in the Stanley Cup final, and the last active player to have played in the 80s.
To me, Mark Recchi, definitely a Penguin first. A Flyer second. You remember those Lindros days. A Habs player third. He was definitely our leader for those few years.
The most admirable thing about your career is the longevity. That's what I admire the most. The fact that you could play 20 plus years is, on its own, is a great accomplishment. On top, what's cool, you have those 3 cups with 3 different teams.